Hi everyone. I will be reintroducing the Common Ground podcast for this subject. It's going to be myself and Yusuf Maki. And this podcast specifically focus on social issues. In this version, we will narrow the podcast to our passion for automobiles and call it Common Ground Motorists. We will explore the future of automakers and their plans for sustainability, particularly as we shift towards the electrification of vehicles. The concept behind Common Ground is that it is a podcast that focuses on different aspects of social issues. Typically, there are two individuals in each episode, with one person arguing in favor of a particular viewpoint and the other person taking an opposing stance. The goal is to find common ground by the end of the discussion. The podcast will have three main sections: driving towards sustainability, head to head, and the sustainable trend. The driving towards sustainability segment will focus on the UN's 2015 interlinked global goals for reducing the impact of climate change, particularly on the use of vehicles by phasing out of fossil fuels. We will discuss how automakers are moving towards electrifying their vehicles across their entire lineup. In the head-to-head section, we will present new vehicle releases from different automakers and evaluate their role in becoming more sustainable. We will compare two vehicles from different automakers in the same car classification but with different motor classification. So we have two people, one person defending hybrids and another person will be defending electric vehicles, like for example. So we will consider past objective advantages and drawbacks of the automotive industry from an engineering perspective when it comes to phasing out of fossil fuel vehicles. Ultimately, we will have a decider to determine the winner in terms of meeting sustainability goals. In terms of utility, the reason for creating this podcast is to stay relevant in today's society as we move towards the electrification of vehicles. As many developed nations attempt to reduce health risks from pollution particulates and meet international greenhouse gas agreements, such as the Kyoto Protocol. We will explore various automotive brands coming from China, Germany, United States, and Japan.
We have decided to use YouTube as our main social media platform due to the fact that YouTube is the most appropriate platform for a podcast. The methodology that will be in place will be most probably a systematic method in order to resolve the problem of the automobile industries, in order to gain topics and gain further knowledge regarding the industry, and of course understand and be able to produce a learning outcome within our podcast as a learning experience for our audience. So we will most probably be using third-party resources and secondary research online in order to gain the most data and be able to educate our viewers.